EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the New England Patriots. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway in Foxborough. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. To the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. We'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down. They'll go play action. Here's McCarthy. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
A carry here for Trevion Henderson. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
Patriots first down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Five.
They go play action now. May. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Trevion Henderson. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Patriots take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And out of the backfield gets in for the score. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Here's 2nd and 7. On play action, now McCarthy. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Harold Landry able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing here is May. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. And look at this defense for the Vikings. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And this is where we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
To the air, May. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Charles, I don't know what's going on in that defensive team meeting room, but they better keep it rolling. 3 picks last week, 2 here now in the 1st quarter.
Everyone talks about creating turnovers and getting takeaways, but until it gets put into action, it's just tough. And right now, it's in action and in a big way. Now they've got the receivers wondering if they have to turn around and play more defense instead of running routes trying to take the ball downfield.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. 3rd down and 6. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. He'll try and do this himself. And he is caught. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Well, this defense for the Pats, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And some room to run now. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Vikings are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Williams now to return it. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this 3rd drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him, because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's May. Will get this into the hands of the wideout from LSU. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A big completion there against double coverage. And Charles, one of those guys had a pick on him earlier.
Yeah, so he didn't allow that to deter him at all, did he? In fact, it probably was a challenge. Okay, you got a pick before. That's my turn now to make the big play. And that's exactly what he did.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Patriots at 9-7 now on the year. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape preparing for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So on 4th down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it 2nd and 7. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Here's McCarthy. Completes this to Addison out left. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And he gets this away. And look at this. This is a good one. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
And the Patriots, first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll go again with Henderson. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
To throw, it's May. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back in the back 7, phenomenal.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago. They threw the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. McCarthy off the play fake. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Are we on the same page here, partner? Because I think they have the right idea. Just take what you can get on 3rd and forever.
Yeah, in real life, I'd say yes. It's just these video games are tempting. You want to go downfield with it.
I like the way you've evolved. Yeah. You know, you've learned how to play it the Madden way.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A tremendous return there, 39 yards. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. Now they'll audible to something else. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
Crazy! Crazy!
Looking to throw. May. And that'll be incomplete.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
What's that?
From the shotgun, it's May. And that will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
A 53-yard attempt.
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short.
Ready up.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession in the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Man, he hits him in stride. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Throwing is McCarthy. He gets it to Addison. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up second down.
Brings up second and 4.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Now McCarthy. Now he'll tuck this and run. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
To the air with McCarthy. He'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Pats are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. And so another interception for him on the year. He is making quite a splash in his rookie campaign.
And most linebackers feel they're lucky if they get 1 or 2 of these a year because once you start getting to 3, 4, and 5, that's when you know you've got a special player and someone the quarterbacks have to account for.
Off the play fake. Here's May. And for the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers.
So first that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Y'all can't talk about basic. We ready to love our way. Also dangerous. Y'all talk about race.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 12. On play action, McCarthy. And that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Third down from the gun, McCarthy. And oh my goodness, here's a fifth interception. And the Patriots are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Henderson. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Second down and 4.
Crazy. Hey, what's up?
And they go play action with May. And that is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
Crazy. Hey, what's up?
They'll throw with May. He's going to go up top again. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots will extend their lead here just before halftime. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. He's going to wind up and air it out. And now here's another interception. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had the luck that they saw in that first half.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. Quick slant, caught by Moore. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Where was that? Crazy! What's that? Crazy, crazy, crazy!
From the shotgun, May with it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Hey, what's that?
May going to give it to Henderson. Gets by him at the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here goes that. Hey, what's that? Torpedo!
Back to throw now on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's May. Complete, it's Henry. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 12-yard line. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Five. Crazy, crazy, crazy.
From the gun, it's May. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Vikings force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
Milton Williams there on the tackle.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now 2nd and 9. There go play action. Here's McCarthy. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's caught inside the 35. A big play there for Minnesota. And even 60 yards.
It's a gain of 60 yards.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Brings up second and 1 at the 20-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. There to stop him was Carlton Davis.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety, being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU.
15-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings have got it back to within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Open there down the field is Henry. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That's good for 28 yards.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a short.
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Ty Felton, 65 yards. And the Vikings have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
21.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Second down and 8.
Five. Hey, what's that? Crazy.
To the air, May. Quick completion to Henry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Throwing here is May. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And it'll locate his running back open downfield. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
To throw, it's May. Open man, the tight end Henry. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Patriots, first down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Henderson will take this one in. Touchdown, Patriots. Finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. A complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's McCarthy. To the right side, complete to Miller. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up second and 1 at the 32-yard line.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 19. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Sticking with the pass, here's McCarthy. Open man, that's Felton. And he takes a pop at the end of that one. It'll be a gain of about 4. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. A line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal.
Throwing is McCarthy.
And it's caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. T.J. Hockenson from 4 yards out. And the Vikings have cut it back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Looking to throw, May. Open man here, the tight end Henry. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
1st and 10.
Henderson running straight ahead. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Here's May. Short pass caught by Henry. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's May.
Short pass caught by Henry. No move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Henderson going to run for it. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Once again, it's Henderson. Down to the 22-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Again, it's Henderson. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Here go front.
On 3rd down, here's Henderson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow give the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Here's 1st and 10. To the air with McCarthy.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Inside a minute to go. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Now McCarthy.
He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores. You know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end, but this one falls incomplete.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Well, indeed go. Here's McCarthy. And this one nearly intercepted. That one might need to go back to the drum.